I have walked on good days and bad days. I have seen the world spin in ways that don't seem right. People who seem to have everything handed to them glide through life. They are rich, loud, and appear free from worry. They speak with such confidence. They win praise from everyone around them. I have looked at their easy success and wondered why my own hard work often leaves me feeling tired, empty. Then I started to watch them more closely. I observed the proud as they drank up life's fleeting pleasures. They wore the finest clothes. They drove the fastest cars. They were surrounded by the loud praise of their admirers. They spoke with an unshakable ease, their words dripping with self-assurance. It seemed nothing could touch them, their pride a shield. And I felt envy rise up in me like a bitter tide. But envy is like a dense fog. It rolls in and obscures the truth. It makes you see only what you lack, not what you possess. It magnifies the shine of others while dimming your own small light. Their laughter seemed louder, their homes brighter, their futures more secure. One day, I knew I could not continue this way. The weight of my envy and doubt was too much to bear alone. I went into a quiet place, a place to be still and think without the world's noise. A small, simple room of prayer, nothing but a chair, a single window. I sat down. I took a slow, deep breath, and then another. I closed my eyes and asked God to show me the truth. Help me see. In that profound quiet, something began to shift. Not a loud voice nor a flash of lightning. It was a gentle turning, a slow focus of my inner eye. Away from the parade of other people's lives, I began to see my own life differently. I started to consider the end of those proud men and women I had envied. Their limbs were strong for a season, their homes full for a while, their laughter a moment. But their world was slippery ground, treacherous footing before a sudden fall. The frantic buzzing of envy and confusion subsided into a gentle hum. With this new perspective, I could see that the proud may shine brightly for a time, but they are not truly at peace. Their need for more wealth, more praise, more power, is a hunger that is never satisfied. Their day of reckoning will eventually come, sometimes with a loud crash, a public downfall full of sorrow and shame. Either way, their store of earthly goods will not stand the test of time. The false shine dims and dies, revealing what was really there all along, often emptiness, fear, and foundations that cannot last. I was no longer looking at a highlight reel. I was seeing the full, unedited film. I turned my eyes away from them and back toward God. In that moment, I saw Him not as a distant judge, but as my true and constant friend, the keeper of my life, who watches over my comings and goings. He is the source of unshakable strength when I am weak and faltering. He is close when I feel far from everyone else. I began to understand what it means for God to be my portion. He is the part I can hold on to, the inheritance that can never be stolen or diminished. He is the real treasure. My heart began to change its desire. I no longer wanted what the proud had. Fast cars, big houses, endless applause. It all seemed like children's toys I had outgrown. Bright flashes that fade in an instant. Instead, I began to want what lasts, a heart at peace, a secure and permanent home in the presence of God. This shift in my desires rearranged the very furniture of my soul. My flesh may fail, my heart may break, but God is steady, a rock in a raging sea. With this newfound peace, I began to speak in a new way. I no longer complained or looked with envy. I did not boast about my insights. I simply told my small story with honesty and humility. My hands, once clenched in envy, began to open. I started to give, my time, my care, my heart, without expecting return. Deep satisfaction in the simplest things replaced my restless hunger. Sometimes the old feelings try to surface, but I name the fear, acknowledge the doubt, and place it into God's hands. He lifts the weight a little at a time, and I keep moving forward, trusting His light over any shadow. I choose to trust when I don't understand, to love when it's difficult, to rely on God as my portion, my inheritance that fills hollow places and steadies my heart. So if my flesh fails, I will keep on praising. If my heart breaks, as hearts sometimes do, I will hold tightly to hope. My confidence is not in my strength or resilience, but in someone far greater. For God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. He is the bedrock beneath shifting sands, the center upon which I build my life. I will say it out loud. I will rest in it. I will live as one who knows the end of the story is good. This hope changes how I face today. Courage in trials, gratitude in blessings. My future is secure in His hands. My true home sure and near. My flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. Faith has won.